main things that computer can do, which are data input, data processing, data output, data storage, and data movement. Computers can receive information or data from other sources. This process is called data input. The data is received through activity on the keyboard, mouse from another computer or other device. One of the main things a computer does is to process data so that it produces an output, namely in the form of information. Generally, the data processed in a computer is in the form of text, image, audio, video, graphic, and more. The next function of a computer is to generate output or information after going through the data processing process. Such information can be presented through monitor, speaker, and printer. Computers can also serve as a place to store data so that it can be easily found and reused. The data can be stored in the computer's internal memory as well as external memory. Another function of a computer is to transfer data from one computer to another or various other output devices. For example, you have an essay assignment to do on computer which you use Microsoft Word to complete the task. When you type using the keyboard, the process called data input. Then the computer performs data processing to produce alphabet image display on the screen. Once you have completed the task, you save the task file on the computer, which data storage is applied. Next, you want to print the task. The process of transferring data from computer to printer is called data movement. And finally, the printed task is called output data. Thank you.
Basically, at first, human invented computer as a basic calculation device. The main reason human invented computer is in order to solve any calculation problem in just a nick of time. As we know, using the human power only will take more time rather than using the machine or technological advancements just like computer. For example, the ENIAC, the electronical numerical integrator analysis computer, which was used by the American soldier during the World War II in order to calculate and to solve the ballistic calculation that only took 30 seconds if compared to human power computer, which took around 12 hours to complete. So that's why human has the sense of eagerness to invent computer, because computer basically have helping us in many different fields in our daily life.
I will explain the reason of the evolution computer. The evolution computer have 5 generation computer. The first generation computer is using vacuum tube for circuit and drum that first being created 1940 to 1965. It also using magnetic for memory and are often enormous in size to cover the entire building. Computer at first generation is expensive to buy. It also using a lot of electricity and create excessive heat, which is often the cause of damage. It need air conditioner to operate. Using a lot of code, it not also portable. It also using punch card for input. Next is second generation computer that is from 1956 to 1963. The second generation is more smaller, cheaper, faster, more energy efficient and more reliable than first generation. Even the transistor still using a lot of heat that can cause damage to the computer, but it is a great progress than using vacuum tube. The second generation of computer shift from binary machine language code to symbolic or assembly language, which allow programmer to define instruction in words. Second generation computer using COBOL and Fortran language. This generation is the first that can store memory, which memory usage also changed from the drum magnetic to magnetic core technology. The weakness is that only can use for certain purpose, expensive and inflexible, still using punch card for input. Next is the third generation computer. Is using integrated circuit from 1964 to 1971. The size transistor is made smaller and placed on a silicon chip called a semiconductor, which is drastically increase the speed and efficiency of the computer. The third generation is more cheaper than the second generation. It is more smaller than the previous generation. Use less power. The weakness is that using very advanced technology for making integrated circuit and still need air conditioner. Fourth generation computers start with the invention of the microprocessor from 1971 until now. Microprocessor contain thousands of IC, that is integrated circuit, that have produced the first microprocessor in 1971 for Intel, known as Intel 4004. With the invention of the microprocessor, the size of the computer was much smaller in comparison with the three previous generation of computer. More cheaper than previous generation, fast processing power with less power consumption, does not require air conditioner. Lastly is the fifth generation computer, using artificial intelligence, which is still under development, although there are several applications such as voice recognition that can be used at this time. The only goal of fifth generation computer is to develop devices that respond natural language input and able to learn and organize on their own. So that is the answer. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Amar Ashraf bin Ismail. I would like to share about the several factors that lead the change of the computer generation, like from the aspect of social and society, the aspect of education, the aspect of entertainment, the aspect of economy, and also the aspect of healthy. In terms of the aspect of social and society, now society can communicate with each other more easily than before. People can communicate with each other using only their smartphone compared to those who use a bird or messenger before we got the computer technology. In addition, from the aspect of education, students can easily get the source of the reference by using only their fingertip instead of they need to find the reference in the library. They is more easily and save more time. From the aspect of entertainment, students can play the game virtually without buying the accessory. Like before, if we want to play some game, we need to go to the play at arcade and we need to pay it. Now we can just play many games, just only download and play. There are many games we can play for free in Play Store. This generation of computer is good for economic development because it can save stores easily and facilitated to search. We also easily communicate other company which out of our country. Finally, the factor of lead of change of computer generation from the aspect of healthy is that the public can give exposed to the cause and a way to prevent a disease. Like a new our normal, we can get then more information about COVID-19 easily. So, thank you.